Have you ever gone through a breakup or a rejection that left you devastated? If so, you're not alone. Millions of people every year experience the pain of heartbreak. But don't worry, there's a way to heal and move on. It's called the no contact rule. Hi, I'm Jarrels. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I help couples find their happy. Today we're talking about the psychology of the no contact rule, why it works, and how you can use it whether you initiated the breakup or not. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to share with you exactly what to do if your ex initiated the contact rule first. So let's get started. Now here are some of the key points about the psychology of the no contact rule on the person who did the breaking up. If you were broken up with, this is what they're going to go through if you initiate the no contact rule. The first key point is this. If you were broken up with and you initiate the no contact rule, it takes away the sense of control from the person who did the breaking up, or the dumper. It removes their sense of being in control. It stops them from being able to string you along because you've created no contact. You're not in touch with them, so they're not able to kind of be in control of you and pull the strings, if you will. What this does is it shifts the power dynamic from them to you. You don't feel like you're at their mercy like you did before. The next key point is this: you're not around. Because you're not around, it creates space for them to miss you. It changes the dynamic of them thinking that you're always going to be around to obviously making space for you not being there. It allows them to feel the sense of your loss more profoundly. This brings me to my next point. Because you're not around, it creates uncertainty. Uncertainty takes away the idea that you're a foregone conclusion. It starts to initiate mystery, and they wonder how you're doing, whether you're doing okay without them, if you're missing them, or what's going on in your life. They can't control you if you're not there. This creates some anxiety in their life. This anxiety can now become the motivation that they need to reconnect with you, if that's what you're looking for. The next thing about being gone and having no contact with them is it creates the space and time that they need to remove themselves from the negative feelings and allow the good and positive things about your relationship to reemerge. You know what they say, distance makes the heart grow fonder. So when you're not around, they don't have you to keep reminding them of how they feel or what's going on with them. They start to think about all of the good times. Those good times can then start to create a sense of longing, which makes them want you back. The last thing it does is it removes a sense of a fallback position. It takes you out of their safety. Well, if this other new thing I've got going on or being single or whatever doesn't work out, I can always just go back to them. By you not being there and you creating no contact, you've severed your relationship with them. You've created that anxiety within them where they go, oh, I don't have this to fall back on. If this is something, I have to pursue it or I have to leave it. Overall, what it does is it creates a space for your ex to realize what they've lost. When you're not there, they can't continue the same emotional roller coaster they've been on. It starts them on a whole new way of thinking. The result of that can be that they're rekindling feelings for you or realizing that they are not the person or not the right person for you. This reframing allows them the space to rekindle their desire for you or to realize that they are not the person that you thought they were. We talked about the benefits of the no contact rule for the person who's been broken up with, and when they institute the no contact rule, what it does psychologically for the dumper. But what's going on in the mind of the person who's doing the no contact rule if they've been dumped? Let's touch on that. The first thing it does is it removes or lowers the obsession that you were feeling for your ex. The total removal of all of the contact that you had with your ex allows space for you to heal and start to detach, to find your sense of self again. This builds self-sufficiency. This gives you the space you need. Because you were obsessing and probably a little codependent, this gives you the space to detach and to find your own resilience and independence by giving you the confidence you need to step out and be yourself. Next up is it gives you space to heal. Okay, it gives you time to grieve the loss of your relationship. Typically speaking, we're not grieving the relationship that we've had. It's the relationship that we believe we should have had in the future. We're grieving the loss of all of the times that we wanted to spend with each other. This gives you the space to look at those, say, yep, I'm going to miss out on those, but then it gives you time to reflect on all of the good times that you did have and say to yourself, this relationship, even if it ends today, was a good one. It taught me a lot of valuable lessons. And so it gives you the ability and the space to reflect. While you're reflecting, it allows you the space to take your rose-colored glasses off and see your relationship, the one that you had, in a more objective manner. So it de-objectifies the relationship in and of itself, and it takes away that belief that it was a perfect relationship, because you probably can now sense and see all of the little things that were bothering you, because you're able to do it from a more distant and a more objective position. Being able to see your relationship from a more objective position allows you the freedom to become yourself. This opens up the possibilities for you to become genuinely who you are. It gives you the time and place to explore the interests that you have, because now you're not constantly devoted towards trying to patch up and keep together the relationship that you are in. It allows you the space to figure out who you are and what it is that you really want. When you figured out who you are and what you want, it is a little bit interesting, because as you become more self-confident and more independent, it actually makes you more desirable, not only to your ex, but to everyone else. Because when you're an independent person who knows who you are and what you want, and you're actively pursuing those things, it means that you're walking in your own path. You're not chasing after someone. Chasers are never appealing. But when you are heading on your own path, it makes others want to chase you. Ultimately, this is going to reduce the anxiety you feel about your ex. Because with the no contact rule, it frees up space in your life for you to be you, not just you as half of a relationship. As you stop worrying about your ex, it frees up the mental space you need to become comfortable with yourself. It's going to give you the space you need to heal and the opportunity to see yourself differently with or without your ex. Now for that bonus I promised you. This is the best way to take back control if your ex is the one who initiated the no contact rule on you first. Do not reach out to them. If they've created the no contact rule, they're trying to no contact you and to have no contact there. They're going to anticipate that you're trying to chase them down. You're not going to do that. In your mind, you are going to say, I am initiating a no contact rule myself. Now, here's the beauty. It takes away their sense of control in your mind, and it places it back squarely where it belongs. You are in charge of who you are and who you contact. So you cut them off the same as you would if you initiated the no contact rule yourself. Here's the second part, and this is critical. If and when they reach out and try and contact you, you tell them that yes, while you're interested in rekindling or reconnecting with them and you want to talk with them, you believe they need more space and more time to heal because they reached out to you so quickly. What this will do is create the space you need to recenter yourself before you reinitiate contact. So yes, they've reached out, you pushed them back. That pushing them back will then make them long for you more, and it will place you in a sense of control. It'll make them realize you're the one in control in this situation because you've taken it back immediately. That's going to be the key. Yes, I understand that it's going to be difficult, especially in the beginning. If they're the ones that, let's say they broke up with you, they initiate no contact rule, and then you're like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Take back control and initiate no contact yourself. By doing that, you put yourself into a place of power instead of a place of feeling like a victim. All right, that's about all I've got for this video. If you found it informational, please do give me a like and subscribe. And drop in the comments any of your experiences with the no contact rule and whether or not you think it would work for you if you haven't ever tried it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.